Hey, welcome back to Bronx Porch Homestead. Today I am filming. I have a little bit of breathing room, so I just want to share a couple of updates. I am making steps to move the chicks that we had in the dining room out. And as a matter of fact, they are out now. David helped me. The chicks have gotten bigger. I know it's been a while since I've shown them, but they have gotten bigger, and we need to bring them outside. Just emptying out their food thingy. So they're still eating their food in these from this container. I fill it up, which is pretty neat. I fill it up, and then then they go around and they have their food. I'm also using the original one too, and I separate them because there's 9 of them, so I don't want all 9 of them in one area. Kind of separate them. When I finally get the chicks in with the other hens, which won't be for another month, then I'll have like 2 or 3 feeders, 2 and 3 water canisters, so that the hens, at that time they'll be hens, they'll be out, and they're not all on top of each other, but they'll be out roaming the area, a few over here and a few over there. So that's the plan. I hope that kind of goes well. We had to take them out of the dining room because it really started to smell very farmy all the way up to the 3rd floor. We let it go, and shouldn't have let it go, but past couple of days, actually the past week, it's just been crazy. It's just been, we're trying to do a lot of projects, and we have a lot of responsibilities in the community, with our family, with the household. So we finally did say, hey, we got to get them out there. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. They're still in the portable pen, and we're not gonna take them out until we have something bigger for them to go in there. They're just gonna have to adjust for the next week. They'll be fine. But right now I'm gonna remove, some of the litter from their pen, which is making it heavy. I am gonna wear a mask because there's bird feces in there, and I don't want to breathe that in. And we did wear a mask when we removed a 1/3 of it with a shovel before David and I picked it up, one on each side, and then the pullets kind of congregated in the middle, and they were quiet, so they knew something was up, But then after that, we put them there. But I want to show you what that looks like, and then you'll be updated on the chicks. So as of now, they were right there. We had them on the table, then they were right there. They messed up the floor because of the amount of litter that we had, but that's okay. I'll wipe that down with some Clorox wipes, and then I'll actually mop it really good. But I'm getting my dining room back. A lot of dust everywhere. That has to be all wiped. Actually, I had to open up the windows, and I have a fan going, and I have incense. It was really very stagnant in here. I got my dining table back. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. I mean, we don't really sit in it because we're too busy, but it's nice to see a dining table. It has potential. Okay, let me show you what's going on here. It's already like mid-morning, and I just can't believe how fast this day is flying. That's our new sign. Bees are doing great. Look how awesome the tomato plants are. We planted some of the squash. All right, we did do a little pruning on the tree so that we can get more light here. It needed the pruning. Hey girls. Hey girls. Those are the hens. They're all excited. Past couple of days, they've been very excited. Yesterday, I ran out of food for them in the... They're communicating, hear that? There's a lot of noises going on today. A lot of noises. You did too. So in here are the girls. So I'm gonna call these guys here the girls. Hey girls. They have wings, they're flying now. See, they're gotten bigger. So they're out here. They're gonna stay out here today. And then tonight, these ladies are going in here. We're gonna close the door for the night. And then these guys are going to stay in the pen. These girls are staying in the pen, and we're putting the pen indoors. And the reason for that is because we have raccoons that come through through that fence, and they climb up, and then they get into the, into the yard here. So right now, I'm gonna give these girls some water, some food, calm them down, because they've been out here for half an hour looking around. They're probably saying, hey, what's going on now? Yes. Very vocal, super vocal this morning. So I'm not sure if it's because the girls are out here, but super vocal, very active this morning. It's like they are going from one place to another. So I'm gonna keep monitoring that just to see where it leads to, or if there's a problem, maybe I can figure it out why they are a little bit agitated. I don't know if these are happy sounds or concerning sounds. This is new to me. Yeah. A lot of background noise. You've got blowers out there, which we can't stand. I wish they would ban those things. We have car honks. I can hear the train go by. So, yeah, it's a very urbanish morning. All right, girls. All in all, it's really a nice day out. It's supposed to go up to 75 degrees Fahrenheit out here. It started out at 60, which means that I think it's like the perfect day to do any kind of planting. Wow, I can't believe we're in the middle of May, and it took the middle of May to get to weather where we wake up at 60 degrees, and we're in New York City. It's amazing. Okay, as I head down these stairs, I just want to show you the zinnias. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. I just want to thank the YouTubers that I follow for all your wonderful recommendations, advice, your stories. I watch many of the homesteading channels, and I just, you know, for me it's like must-watch TV these days. I've been doing that for over a year now. Actually, maybe even 2 years now. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. I tell you, it's great to grow food, but it's so great to grow food like next to flowers, you know? Check it out. There's mushrooms in the back. Look at that. Mushrooms in the back. Ooh, so pretty. We have lupines that are growing in nicely. Those are great for bees. This here is a sunflower, red sunflower, I was told. Look at the raspberries, they're kicking in. Look at that, they're coming up. See them? Coming up. The beans that are over there, only one of them came up so far. We'll see I didn't mean to do a tour right now, but I happen to be going back to the house, and I just wanted to admire what we're growing. David did fix the fencing, so now the tree actually looks like a tree. I'm happy about that. It's actually grown a little bit, the peach tree. I did go online and I saw that this peach tree, this same cultivar, grows 12 feet and 4 feet wide, and it's 12 feet high, so it'll definitely go up to over that fence. But you know what? It's a perfect space for it here. The cherry tree is here. Doesn't look like it's done much. I think eventually it's going to start to push itself up because the sun is above it. And then the plum tree is looking fabulous. That plum tree, this one here, this one limb here has grown up. It's reaching for that sun. This is a regular size plum tree. I don't know if I made a mistake putting that there, but I guess we'll find out. These are wonderful hostas that dear friends of ours bought over the weekend. I'm going to use them for Charlie and Holly, and then once they chew down to the bottom, then I'll regrow them again, and that'll be for the rabbits. All right, now I'm really going down. Okay, I went to go get I have to wear gloves. I went to go get the water for the chicks, which they want. I'm gonna put that over on the side, and then I also have their food. So, and then I'm gonna start taking some of the stuff out. This is their food here. And I did bring a bucket with me, matter of fact 2 of them, because I want to start cleaning out the litter in this pen and then replacing it with fresh litter. I'm trying to put them in a place. I'm trying to move the litter over so that I can comfortably pick it up. Don't relax. It gets so emotional. Okay. Now I can put the water in. That's better. Yeah, much better. So I'm going to be removing most of the litter that the chicks have been using. I haven't changed it since they were in the dining room. So I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and get that going. Alright guys, so I'm not wearing a mask because of the pandemic. I'm wearing a mask, which is good to do, when you are cleaning out litter. You don't want to inhale any chicken feces. It's not good for the lungs at all. So you want to protect yourself. I want to protect myself. Okay, I'm going to take off my gloves. Tell you a little bit about what you just saw. You saw a time lapse of a very semi-long process. Okay, I gotta wash my gloves too. So the thing was, I wanted to get all the litter stuff out of the chick's pen, and it was nicely decomposing. I'll show you that in a minute, and that's great. It's gonna go right into the compost. It can't go right into the garden because it's too high in nitrogen and it would just kill my plants. I gotta put my hair up. Okay, so what does an urban homesteader do with all of this poopy litter, right? I'm gonna show you. This is the 3 pails that I got, and you can see how it's already breaking down. It's really awesome. And when I took it out with this. It was just easier to take it out with just scooping it. So I have 3 of these pails. Anyway, as you can see, I cleared it out as much as I could. See that? Cleared out as much as I could. They've gotten big, the girls. Hi, girls. They are now almost 2 months. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. So again, they are 3 black stars, 3 Americanas, and 3 whiting, true whiting. I guess there's another brown one that's a true whiting. I think it's this one here. Yeah. And then the other 2 are just, maybe that one with the brown neck. That's there. Maybe that one. Hi! Look at, aren't they beautiful? So I call this group the girls. There's 9 of them. I call them the girls. And then the other ones that are in the coop itself, I call those the ladies. The girls, because these are young. So this is my way of transitioning them into the coop eventually. So right now they look like they're okay, and you know, I know they're a little big for this, but you know what? They're not suffering. As long as I keep providing them food, grit, chick grit, water, I think we'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see how far I can carry this. They keep pecking at the net, so that tells me that they're interested in getting out. The other ladies calmed down, I noticed. So they really are growing beautiful. To be honest with you, I didn't expect all 9 of them to live. I expected 3 of them to not make it and then have 6, but all 9 of them made it. So that's pretty impressive on my part, right? Okay, I left them some food. They're gonna be out here all day. Let's go and get rid of the litter, and I'll show you what I do with that. Okay guys, I am back at the house in the back on the side. I do have a blue bin that's already filled with some composting materials. So I have twigs in there, I have some newspaper. I'm still wearing my mask because I'm about to dump the litter with all the poop from the chicks in there, and I don't want to breathe that in. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So they're in these containers. I'm just going to lay it in and just flip it over upside down slowly to prevent any backdraft on my face. Okay. So I'm really careful about that because living in an urban environment, there's a lot more than chick poop that we worry about. We worry about trucks, pollution, carbon monoxide, just the everyday, you know, anthropocenic activities, which means, you know, activities done by humans that cause pollution in the air. so causes climate change. So I am in the middle of that, yeah. Okay, so any little bit that I can help my health would be great. Okay, again, I'm turning this over. No matter what, I'm still getting a little bit of backflow. Okay, I think once I add the third one, this is going to be full. Okay, let's add the third one. And then I'm going to let it marinate, cook. I'm not even going to lift up the lid until 3 months from now. There's some stuff that's caked on there. Okay, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my back alley here on the side. It's a pretty large, container, trash bin, and the twigs and stuff from the bottom. So you could see how high it is after I filled it up, right? You can see, look at the breakdown of the poop, and it's already, becoming, soft. I see some flies in there already. That's perfect. I'm going to start closing this baby up, and then I'm going to let nature do its thing in 3 months. I'm going to lift it up, and it's probably going to go down a couple of inches as the moisture goes. It's not going to be as high. So I'm going to put this here, and this is perfect because this is how I make compost. So not only do I make compost on a stationary level, but I also make compost, I'll show you, on a tumbler level. But for the tumbler, we do food scraps. In this case, I decided to put it in there just because I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I was gonna, breathe in all that feces. So either way, this is great. This is food for the garden, and I'm excited that I got this done. Okay, well, believe it or not, it is still morning, just breaking into the afternoon. Also want to mention that I'm not comparing myself to any of the amazing hard work that farmers and other homesteaders are doing. There is absolutely no comparison. It is two different settings. So you see me busy, and and I'm sure, well, I know that in my mind I'm like, yes, I'm busy, but those homesteaders that are out in the Midwest or worldwide, or that have these acres of land, they're really, really busy. Those homesteaders have dairy cows and goats and llamas, and they got to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and it is a lot of hard work. But for me, living in this environment where I am surrounded by a lot of concrete and buildings and city life, it's just as busy, but busy in a different way. I don't get up that early, but I still get up early. I still have to come downstairs and get the hens up, put up their curtains, because we do put the curtains at night down. So our routine is to, get up in the morning, David makes coffee, and I start planning for the day, even though I have thought about the day and what that's going to look like the night before. But things come up, So the curtains go up for the hens. We assess the area, and, we see what's going on. We check on the rabbits. And then depending on what the needs are, what the hens' needs are. Today the needs were to get the chicks out from the dining room. I give a lot of respect to the 150% of the day homesteaders that are out there really being sustainable on all levels, including solar. I do look up to you. I do watch a lot of the YouTube videos that I am I'm glad that we are in an age of technology where we can see each other's backyards, you know. I do take a little bit of information that I can apply from the homesteaders, and if they can apply here, I do try to use them and I adjust them according to my own environment, you know. I think the one thing that we do have in common, regardless of acreage size, regardless of how many animals we own, is the fact that we both respect nature and we both want to be a part of that life, to have a lifestyle that includes animals that sustain us. And though that's done on multi-levels, you know, there's multi-levels of sustainability. I think that's some of the common things that I can see when I watch other homesteaders and see what their day is like and what problems and, you know, issues they are trying to solve and solutions that they're implementing and projects that they're working on, is that we're all doing it because we want to live a much more meaningful life. You know, not just go to the store and buy something. You know, we want to be able to grow something and admire and cherish the amount of energy that we put into it. And I think that's true for anyone who wants to grow food on their property, on their land, no matter where they are in the world. You know, for some people it's a must. They have no choice. I was looking at some of the documentary about Cuba, and their agriculture is amazing. I do have Cuban background in me. Both my parents are Cuban. But yeah, they had no choice. City life does bring its different issues. There are different elements. A homesteader that is in South Carolina, North Carolina, Kansas, Arkansas, you know, but then again, vice versa. They have different issues that urban lifestyle that we don't have. You know, I believe that we are social creatures. And so that's one of the reasons why I do these videos, is because even though I have 1 or 2 viewers, that's fine. I do these for me. I do these so that I can look back at them. I do these to inspire other urban homesteaders who live in buildings like these, who think that they cannot grow food, who think that I cannot have chickens and rabbits. Yeah, you can. If the city allows you to have it, you sure can. You know, there's a reason why we're not allowed to have roosters. So obviously you would want to get that out of your mind. The other thing is, you know, you grow what you can. We are a temperate climate. No, you're not going to get your avocados in here. So for those that come from Caribbean countries and South states and West states, and you grow your avocado, you know, you have to adjust to what can be done in your climate. So I would love to grow those things too, but we grow them somewhere else. We don't grow them here in New York City. I wanted to leave the video on a peaceful note, listening to birds, having the rest of my coffee, and getting ready for the rest of the day. This is just a tiny part of what I do today. See you the next time.